How's it going, guys? I hope you guys are having a great week. So it is Gaming News Friday, guys, and I'm back today with another gaming news topic. Today, we're actually gonna talk about Warner Brothers and also the Shadow of War series. So some pretty big news hit last week, I think on the 5th of February, and it really sets a dangerous precedent. So in a IGN article written by IGN's very own John Ryan on the 5th of February, he basically announced that Warner Brothers have finally succeeded in patenting their Nemesis system from their Middle-earth series, Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor. Now, for those who don't know, the Nemesis system was basically a unique system that they created for the game, and it was kind of their signature system, and it was pretty cool, wherein when you were facing off against certain orcs, whether or not you beat these orcs or they defeated you, they would actually remember. So if they killed you in combat, that would actually affect the hierarchy of their system, and they would move up in the ranks, but they would also kind of become like your rival, in that when you faced off against them again, they would remember. It was a really, really cool system, and it was one of the things that got me personally very excited about their Middle-earth series. Now, apparently, Warner Brothers have been trying to patent this system for several years. I think they actually started back in 2015 to try and secure this, and initially, of course, this was rejected repeatedly, who basically claimed that there were just too many similarities to that application, along with other patents as well. Well, sadly, it sounds like they have managed to secure that patent. So the US Patent and Trademark Office released an issue notice on the 3rd of February, basically announcing that the patent itself would go into effect from the 23rd of February 2021. And that Warner Brothers actually had the option to maintain that patent right up until 2035, so long as they paid kind of the legal fees and everything required by that. The patent itself is filed as Nemesis characters, Nemesis thoughts, social vendettas, and followers in computer games. So it basically covers their social conquest battles from Shadow of War, whereby players could fortify and attack another player's stronghold. Now, that for me, the fact that that is connected to the patent is kind of ridiculous, because actually that social conquest system is not entirely unique to the Middle-earth franchise. Actually, it was used in Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. It was called the FOB section, which is like an online extension of Mother Base, where you could set up defenses and fortify your base, and other players online could try to infiltrate and sabotage and steal things from your base. It was actually a pretty cool system in Metal Gear Solid 5, and it actually came before Shadow of War. So in that respect, I'm sorry, but they don't actually have the patent to that kind of system. This news makes me incredibly sad, because as we all know, the idea with video game development is that game studios will be inspired by each other, and that they will take elements of a particular system in a game franchise and iterate on that, so improve on it, push it further to improve those experiences for us gamers. So the fact that Warner Brothers have been able to patent this Nemesis system actually has me really sad, because what that basically means, if another game studio wants to take that Nemesis system, which is really awesome, and then iterate on it and improve it even further, they actually have to purchase a license from Warner Brothers to be able to use that system. And if they use a similar system without their express permission, they can obviously face legal repercussions for that. So that, for me, is horrible. It screams corporate, basically. Just to be clear, this isn't Monolith Studios, so this is not the development team behind the Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War system. This is not coming from the team that made the Nemesis system. No, this is coming from Warner Brothers. So it's coming from the corporates, the CEOs, the people that are looking at investments and making money. This is purely just about making money, really at the expense of creativity and at the expense of the gamer, in my opinion. I think it's also incredibly hypocritical because the actual Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War games actually borrow heavily from many other franchises. If you actually have a look at it, the open world exploration, the maps, the towers that you can unlock, they scream of Assassin's Creed. Even the parkour and the free running and climbing, that is literally lifted from the Assassin's Creed franchise. And then the combat system in itself is blatantly lifted from the Batman Arkham series with its counter and attack cycle and dodging and the different moves that you can do, and also the really powerful kind of finishers. I mean, that just screams Batman Arkham City or Batman Arkham Asylum. So even the development studio that worked on the really awesome Middle-earth series also iterated on other gameplay elements from other games to really make something very cool. And then obviously when they've created this awesome Nemesis system, which is so exciting, and it was something really different, and it was really refreshing as well to see AI that actually like interacted with the main character, and to feel that your experience is unique, because a lot of these orcs are kind of auto-generated. So it was really cool to have that experience. Then depending on which orcs you defeated or chose to mind control, or which orcs defeated you, that would mean that your playthrough of that game was unique to you. The rivalries that you made, the fights that you had, that was unique to your experience. And that was really cool element of the game. And that Nemesis system is something that I want to see incorporated into many other franchises in the future. I was excited for it, and excited to see what other development studios would do with that system and how they would iterate on it, build on it, and improve on it. But it now sounds like we're not going to get to see that because of this patent that Warner Brothers have. It's very sad day, I think, for creativity and game development just being stifled by what is effectively just pure greed. So it does also set a very dangerous precedent, most definitely, because the fact that this has been approved, it's kind of opened up the floodgates to other publishers and big name publishers that have the money, that have the legal team behind them, to then start to patent their game mechanics and their systems, and that's just going to mean that it's going to limit that sense of creativity. If we're looking for parkour and open world exploration, are we only going to have Ubisoft titles that are doing that and offering that? If we're looking at that kind of combat system like the Arkham series, is that again going to be limited? It's very sad day for creativity, and I'm hoping it's not going to start a dangerous precedent. I really do. Hopefully other publishers are not going to jump on board. I really hope that is the case. I mean, the backlash against Warner Brothers has been pretty severe. A lot of people calling them out, sort of saying that it's incredibly hypocritical, it sets a dangerous precedent, that this isn't what video game development is all about. So hopefully there'll be enough backlash against Warner Brothers that maybe they won't look at their other franchises and start to try to patent those as well. I really do hope that this doesn't blow up and become bigger than it currently is at the moment. But yeah, that was probably the biggest gaming news of the week. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So what did you think of this news? What are your thoughts on it? Have you played the Shadow of War or Shadow of Mordor series? What did you think of the Nemesis system? And what do you think is going to happen going forward? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get a dialogue going. And of course, I'll be back again next week with another gaming news video next Friday. We'll see what next week has to offer. But yeah, I hope you guys, of course, are having a great week. Don't forget as well to ask me a question for our monthly Q&A live stream, which we're planning to do in February. So far, I have 6 questions, but I could certainly do with more questions from you guys. So please ask me a question in the comment section below, and then we'll add that to the list and answer that as part of our live stream when we announce that this month. But yeah, hope you guys are having a great week, of course. Take care, and as always, happy gaming. Bye, guys.